Hey guys, welcome to stream. Can you hear me? Hello, hello, hi, hello. So guys, this is going to be a quick live stream. I just want to cover a few things, all right? We're going to cover a few charts. As you saw in the thumbnail, I think this might be a point to short Bitcoin. I'm not saying short down to 20K. This is swing trading, guys. This is what this is. I'm ready for the final. Hold on, guys. This mic's a little peak. All right, this mic is a little weird. I can't touch it. Okay, so let me just cover a few things, all right? So first of all, I'm going to show you a call I made, and I was waiting for this since the 12th. I'm also going to be updating charts. Now listen, if you're not subscribed, the only way I update you, so when I did like 2 live streams back, maybe it was 3, I was actually creating charts during the live stream. I made Matic, a new BNB chart, a new Ethereum chart. It was fun, but I get distracted, so after this stream, I'm just going to start creating charts, and then I'm going to update everybody on Twitter to say, hey, XRP's done, Polkadot's done, Wi-Fi's done, and I'm just going to make a tweet every time. But for you guys that are not, or that don't have access to the charts and access to my Twitter, every time I make a post on Twitter, I will make a post in the community section on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe. So if you're waiting to get a particular chart before you subscribe, I will update you in the community section just like I do on Twitter, so you know what charts are up. I will be creating a chart for, I think it's a Dow Transportation. I'm very interested in that Dow theory, so I want to chart the Dow Transportation to go along with the current Dow charts. I'm looking forward to doing that. But again, today through tomorrow, and there's going to be no more live streams, maybe next week, but I will keep you updated on Twitter. So let's cover a few things, guys. So I'm telling you why. First, I'm going to tell you why I think right now might be a time to short. You notice here on the H1 chart, we got topped out right here at this line. Now, look, it's possibly push above it, guys. I don't have a crystal ball. I just have charts to show you when we have support and resistance. Notice we got topped out here 1, 2, 3, 4 times, right, at 47,387. And we got topped out here on the C1 chart. When I have 2 charts of confluence saying, hey, we're topped out, not just that, we did push up, we got topped out here. If you'll notice, I do have quite a few charts up here. And again, I'm watching this closely to see if we push above this point. Otherwise, we're not in this pattern. This chart has been called, this is called the J1 charts, and keep you guys updated with it. The DXY is pushing up. This is why I'm saying it might be a point too short. Yes, XMR will be updated if it's on there. The DXY is pushing up. Currently, if we look at the Dow, now this is just the Dow is down 178 points. So because the markets are down, at least the Dow, markets have not opened yet, of course, but because the markets are down, the dollar is pushing up and we are at resistance on 2 charts. I think right now would be a likely point to put in a short. You do what you want. This is not financial advice. All I can tell you is when I made a tweet when we were at this point, so you should have shorted right at 47,387. If you did, you're in profit. If you want to chance a short now, I would have my stop above 47,387 just to play it safe. If we get above that point and hold support, obviously we're going higher, because your next resistance on this chart, if we push up, your next resistance up here 49,333. And your next closest resistance is going to be 48,245. I will go ahead and give you your next support below. If we do drop, watch 45,492. And according to the C1 chart, this might be the point you want to take your profit on a short. You stay in as long as you want. I'm just showing you where potentially we can go. These charts have been accurate. You can see when we pushed up, we pushed all the way up to this point and stopped. We pushed up all the way to this point and stop. So again, you can see the accuracy of these charts. These are the points you want to watch. So if we do get above 47,387, 48,242 is the point you want to potentially short. And if you drop down to 45,492, that's the point you want to long. But here's what I want to show you. So this, if you can read this, I don't know if you can, guys, but right here, this was on August 12th on Twitter. Guys, this is what I give you. This is what I do. I've been waiting since August 12th to come down and test this moving average right here. And if I zoom out, you'll see why. Notice right here, this is the 200 exponential moving average on the 2 hour. Notice right here, let me give you a price label here. And that's what I do, guys. I wait for the big bounces, the big plays. I do play some of these, but I want the big bounces. So notice right here, around 37,425, we found support on this 200 exponential moving average. We tested it again, we pushed up. And this is what I said here. Notice where the moving average is on the H1 chart, referring to this 200 exponential. Last time we tested that, we bounced from 37,600, see right here, twice. If we continue down, that support level close to the moving average could be a likely point to catch a nice bounce. Refer to previous tweet. And this is where I was showing this moving average here. And if we came down, that's where I would be buying. So recently I made a tweet. If I go up here, and I did mention we were at this was a falling wedge. This was a bullish pattern, right? Well, that's when we pushed up. This is how it played out. We did push up. We got topped out. But I just recently made a tweet right here. This was 23 hours ago. I said refer to previous tweet, refresh C1, take note we found support on H1 where the 200 exponential moving average is. This is what I was waiting for. This was the point I wanted to get in. Let me make this bigger so you can see it. So this is what I was referencing. We found support on this 200 exponential moving average. We pushed up. So I said, look, we were in a falling wedge on the C1 chart. I update these charts when I see something, I see a pattern. Falling wedge, bullish pattern. We tested the 200 exponential previously. We pushed up. We were testing it, so I said this is likely support. We're in a falling wedge, which is a bullish pattern, and we pushed up. And now I'm telling you this might be the point to short. You can see how this played out. We pushed up. We got a bounce off of the 200 exponential moving average, which just so happened to be at support on the H1 chart. That was a fantastic play. I played it. I hope you guys did too. And this is my most recent tweet, and this is what I was referring to that I just talked to you about. I said, look, we're at resistance on C1. We're at resistance on H1. The US dollar is pushing up. The markets are down. All of this together tells me this might be a point to put in a short. Again, not a short down to 0 or to 20,000, just to your next support level. I'll try to read some of you guys. I can't believe people still trust this guy after all the predictions they got wrong. Well, you know, if you were following me on Twitter, you're up what, 7% in your trade? And right now I'm telling you potentially short. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm right, I'm right. So we'll see how it plays out. You don't have to be here. Go follow somebody else. But you're here, so that tells me something. So let's go back. I just want to let you know I think that right now might be time to short. Again, I don't have a crystal ball. I'm just telling you what I think is possible. It looks like we might have a little bit of downside. Keep in mind, these pivot rings have played out pretty well. We got a pump at the pivot ring, and then we came down. We did test this moving average. This is the next pivot ring, guys. So something is going to happen here. I will give you timing on that. Let me find this ring. Also, I'm going to cover, I mentioned that I'm going to show you when I'm going to be shorting. Look, I'm going to be shorting not just the Dow. I'm going to be shorting the S&P 500, the Dow Jones, and the NASDAQ, because typically they move together. But this pivot ring right here, this is we're going to make contact with it. And if we continue sideways, we will make contact in roughly 1 day and 2 hours. It can be resistance, it could be support, but potentially we can get a move at this point. So watch this pivot ring. This is on the H1 chart. And again, these are your closest support and resistance levels. The other thing I want to show you, let's see here. So this is the chart. Actually, and this, I did update this chart. I think I just told you guys this is now the J1 chart, and make a tweet about it. But this is what I'm talking about right here. This is my Dow Jones crash rings chart. This is when I'm going to be shorting everything. I am going to short the Dow. I'm going to short the S&P, the NASDAQ. If we continue sideways from this point, all right, this is on the monthly. So I probably need to lower this down to, let's put this on the daily. So at any point we push up and make contact with this ring, or if we continue sideways when we hit this ring, I will be shorting. If I put it on the weekly, it might make more sense. You can see how this plays out. When we hit these rings, we get a rejection. On the monthly, it seems, I'm pretty confident that on the monthly you can see how accurate this shows up. You do have wicks above, and that's what throws it off when you put it on the daily and the weekly. You can see these wicks push above, but you can see the meat of the candle is always below this green ring. We hit this green ring, rejection. We hit this green ring, or rejection. We hit this green ring, rejection. So I expect a significant rejection when we hit this green ring. And because of what all is going on, I think we're going to get one hell of a rejection to come down. So I'm getting a chance putting in one hell of a short. They're fib circles. It's the same thing. The fib retracements, fib channels is based off of Fibonacci. It's timing. If you set them up correctly, you can predict moves. I know some of you might think this is crazy, but you actually can predict moves. Hi Steve, what exchange do you use to short the S&P and the Dow Jones? Did I tell you the truth? I have someone that I contact and say, hey, on this day, short, and I tell them to short, whatever at this point, and they do it for me. I don't do it myself. They do it for me. Just full disclosure. How far away is that line, days or weeks away? Well, this is on the monthly. Let me put this on the weekly, and I will show you. So we are, and again, you keep in mind, this isn't a ring, so it's angling down. If we continue sideways from this point, there's 7 hours left in this. So basically, in 42 days, if we continue sideways, we will make contact with this ring. I expect when we hit this ring, just like every previous time, we will come down. I think because of what's going on with the global economy and this Delta variant, and lockdowns, supply shortages, I think it'll be a more significant drop. I mean, this is when we had a COVID crash right here at this white ring. We found support down here, so it is very possible if things get really bad, we could come all the way back down to support, or at least bounce off of this ring. But it's possible we could come all the way down to, what, 20,517? That's why I'm going to go for a heavy short. But again, if you look at this chart, I know some of you might be new here, and you're like, I don't understand these fib circles. What does this mean? I'm going to show you one more time why I'm so confident that we will have, and I think it's going to affect Bitcoin too, but just look what happens. This chart's been here for a long time. You hit a green ring, you come down. How much of a drop was this? This was a 11.5% drop. We came up, we hit this green ring. This was a drop of 7.64%. We hit this white ring. This was our COVID crash. I mean, this was here. I did add this white fib circle, but it's based off of this green fib circle. That took us all the way down to support. That's when we had our major COVID crash. We hit this green ring. Look what happened. We hit it. We came down a total of 10.21%. Guys, if you're using a heavy short, you can make a lot of money on this. So what I'm saying is every time we hit a green ring, we get a drop. So when we hit this green ring, I'm expecting a drop. And because of what's going on with markets, the dollar pushing up, I'm expecting a larger drop this time. That's why I'm going to short all three markets. I will do a live stream or a video and keep you guys updated on Twitter on the day I decide to short everything. I'm not shorting Bitcoin because I don't want to use leverage, but I will be shorting the Dow, the S&P, and the NASDAQ when we make contact with this ring. Yes, I'm basing other markets off of the Dow, but I think this ring is going to be a catalyst. Something's going to happen, and I do believe this is point for a major correction. And I do think if you are shorting, looking for a point to short Bitcoin, I think that would be a likely point to short as well. Let me see here. I had a couple charts up. So again, this was a J1 chart. Look, if we push above this, we are above this this fib channel line here. We did wick above this and came back down. Looks like it's turning red now. Like I said, this might be an ideal point to put in a short. I do think it's very possible we might start coming back down and doing something like this. And then I think at this point, this is October 1st. It depends on if we come down and sideways or if we push up. But this is a general idea of the time frame when I'll be shorting. We'll have to see how this plays out. We'll keep you guys updated on that. Let's go back to this H1 chart and let's see how this is playing out. So you can see currently this is our resistance right here. And we got topped out at this line here, 47,387 for Bitcoin. Now we're getting rejected at 47,146. So if you want to play it safe, again, I would have, if you're shorting, again, if you followed me, you would have already been in a short. And currently we are down a total of, well, only 0.62%. But again, if we come down to 45,492, that is a drop of at least almost 4%. Yeah, well, it could break up. It's very possible. But again, I'm going by the dollar is pushing up. And again, as I said, markets are down. Now markets are pushing up a bit. I mean, they're gonna play with you. They're gonna send it up, send it down. It's possible it pushes above it. That's why I'm saying to play it safe, guys. If you're in a short and you want to make sure, just have your stop. Again, if you're in a short, have your stop above this point, 47,351. And these totally match at 47,365. If we get above that and hold support, then obviously we're going to push up and test our next resistance up here. And this has been tested repeatedly. Your next major resistance above is going to be 48,275. And if we do come down, again, this is your support level, 45,492, 45,956. And then we have support levels below that. But this long played out. It played out perfectly. I was expecting to hit this. We hit it. We pushed up because the last time we hit it, I mean, we shot straight up. So the 200 exponential moving average on the 2 hour so far has been respected. And just because we were in a falling wedge, it just made sense. This is a bullish pattern. But notice we got topped out right here. So again, this is your resistance. So if you're looking for a point too short, it seems like a point too short for me. Let me see if there's anything else. Again, so here's what I'm going to do today. Altcoins. So those live streams I did. I created a Matic chart, brand new. I created this E3 chart. I'm going to give you some price targets for Ethereum because these are charts are updated. So right now, Matic is new. The Ethereum 1 chart's active or updated is fine. E3 chart's new chart. And I did a Binance coin chart. Notice it says 8/5/21. Most recent charts show the most recent date. So what I'm going to do, these are the current altcoin charts I have. So the first thing I'm going to do when I kill this stream, I'm going to update the Theta chart. I'm going to update the Dogecoin chart. I'm going to update Bitcoin Cash. I'm going to delete some of these Ethereum charts. Ethereum's still active. I'm going to update Litecoin. I'm going to do these in order. Ripple, Stellar. So someone said XRM. I have XLM. I'm going to update that. Neo, Cardano, Chainlink, Tezos, BSV, Comp, VeChain, EOS, Polkadot, OMG, Wi-Fi, DeFi, Libra, and Binance coins already updated. So that's the order I'm going to do these. And then I'm also going to create, good morning, I'm also going to create that that Dow transportation, because again, I was very interested in what Alessio talked about in that video about that Dow theory. So I think that would be a good chart to have to add to the current Dow chart. Yes, that's what I'll be doing today. That's why this quick stream, I just wanted to show you why I think right now would be an ideal point to put in a short. Dow gonna push higher. Again, the Dow can push higher. It's right here on the damn chart, guys. Okay, so let's look at it this way. If we hit this green ring and we get rejected, right? We hit this green ring, we get rejected. We hit this green ring, we get rejected. What do you think is going to happen when we hit this green ring? It's just going to do like that? I don't think that's how it works, guys. I think the same thing is going to happen. But I think this time, because of what's going on, when we hit this ring, we're going to have a major correction. And, you know, major could just be down to this point. Or major, you know, it could just be a correction where we just come down and we test this ring and then we push back up and then get bullish on Bitcoin again. But I am going to be shorting the markets because I believe, going by previous interaction with the green ring, every time we hit it, we get a correction. That is why I will be shorting. And if the market's correct, I have tried to tell you this countless times, if market's correct, people jump out of markets into the US dollar. If gold's coming down, the NASDAQ, the S&P, and the Dow is coming down, the dollar is going to continue to push up. Look at the dollar right now, guys. The dollar is pushing higher and higher and higher. Your next resistance to watch is 94.35. So, you know, if we push up to this point, Bitcoin's going to be dropping. If we get rejected here, this might be a point you want to long Bitcoin, because if the dollar is coming down, Bitcoin pushes up. Bitcoin is a hedge against the US dollar. Smart money is jumping out of markets. Something's about to happen. And I'm telling you, while this is October 1st, it does not mean it has to be that date. Obviously, if we push up, we could hit it sooner, then get rejected and come down. If we kind of come down and do like this and make contact, we'll get rejected at this point. This will be out here the 1st of December. That's what I'm saying. This is a general idea. At current price, yesterday, it would be October 1st. Now if we go sideways, it would be more like the 1st of November. So again, I will let you guys know when we make contact for this ring, or if you have access to the charts, you can load them for yourself because they play out live. Oh, I guess administrators can load up charts. I don't want to load that chart up, Buck. I don't know what it is. Is that a chart you want to share? And I don't want the stream to be long, so I just want to get this out that, you know, right now might be a time to short. It's your chart. Well, post it in Discord, and I'll pop it up in Discord. If you want people to see it, I'd prefer doing it that way. Yeah, post it in Discord under general. By the way, guys, if you sign up, you do get access to our Discord, my Twitter, which is private. If you do want to sign up, guys, this is, if you go under subscribe, this is the link, and I'll show his chart. So if you want to sign up, it's $39 a month to get access to Bitcoins, altcoins, precious metals, stocks. I'm sorry, Bitcoins, altcoins, precious metals, Discord, and Twitter. Stocks and tutorials are separate. If you want to do lifetime, contact me through the contact page. So you have the link to subscribe there. If you want to contact me, it just has my email address. You can contact me here. And let me see. All right, this is what Buck just posted. Let me see here. So this is our Discord, guys. Let's see. So what are you trying to show here? All right, so yes, that's a trend line. We found support, resistance. So yes, that's kind of on par with what I'm saying, why I'm saying too short. Nice chart, by the way, Buck. That's the great thing about our Discord. You know, people create their own charts, and they share charts for different coins, Bitcoin. So when you're in there, you get, you know, wealth of knowledge. But yes, Buck, I agree. It could go two ways. If we push up above this point that you're showing here, hey, get bullish, more upside. But this was support. Support flipped as resistance. So it's likely we could either ride up a bit or potentially come down. I'm using the DXY markets to tell me, maybe you might want to short. So, any questions you have for me right now before I kill this stream? Yeah, Buck, good job, and thank you. Yeah, everybody in Discord pays to be there, so they treat it serious, as opposed to these Discord channels where, you know, they got 5,000 people in there and it's all free and they just spam and try to just sell you something. People take it serious, and it's a community. We all know each other. It's fun. So again, I'm saying right now, you potentially want to short. Your choice, not financial advice. I think we're coming down a bit. It doesn't have to be a lot. Just if you're in a short, you can make some profit. Yes, I got in. I got in a little later. I got in about here just to see this was a bullish pattern, and because we held support on this 200 exponential moving average twice, and that's what I said. If you go to my Twitter here, I said back here on August 12th, guys, and pay attention to my tweets. When I make a tweet and say something, there's a reason I did it. I said, notice where moving average is on the H1 chart. That was the 200 exponential. Last time we tested, we bounced from 37,600. That is back here. Hold on, screwing up this chart. Right here, 37,000 right here. We hit it once, twice, pushed up. So on the 12th, I was saying pay attention. When we come down and test this moving average right here, that we could get a bounce. And just because we happen to be in a falling wedge, which is a bullish pattern, it told me, hey, time to buy. So yes, I got in and I got out. I'm out. When we came up and we touched this point, I got out. I took my profit. I'm okay with it. If we push higher, I'll wait till we come back down, test support, buy in. I'm happy with my profit. Again, take your profit. What's the green ring at? Well, the green ring you're talking about on the Dow Jones? Can you load up G1? What's the green ring at? I can load that chart up. Let's see here. Access charts. Bitcoin. G1. When you say green ring, there is no green ring. This is just your major resistance above. If we pushed up, again, the further you go out, the lower this is going to be. But if we push straight up, I think 49,839 would be the top. I told you before, if we get above 51,569, I get bullish. So if we push up and this becomes support, I get bullish for upside, but you will get rejected at this blue ring. You'll find support here and then potentially push back up. But I think it's very possible we can start heading back down. And again, your major support down here is 35,819. This is that video people gave me crap about, where I said, hey, if we come down, potentially 22,600 would be support. But I also said in that video, people don't watch the videos, they just read the thumbnails. I said at any point you get above right here, start getting bullish. And you can see as soon as we got above that point, we came down, we found support, and we pushed up. So had you bought on that point, you're up. And again, I said if you get above this point, get bullish. And that was 41%, guys. Yeah, this is the G1 chart. That is something I was looking at, guys. That is possible, and this is something I was trying to. It does look like that could be a head and shoulders forming if we do not push higher. I know there's a lot on this chart, but yes, it could be. Let me get rid of this Bollinger Band and the ribbons here. So this could be a head and shoulders if you do something like this. Of course, I would like it better if we had a support here. I don't think that matters as much. But if you come from here and you do this, let me get rid of this. This is a support level here. But yes, it is possible this could be a head and shoulders. This could be your left shoulder right here. This could be your head. And right now we're forming our right shoulder, which is below our head. This is the top here. So if that is the case, we could be forming our right shoulder. Alright, yeah, again, I gotta get a new mic. I apologize, guys. I just barely tapped the table and it, But again, what I was saying is your strongest support is right here, 35,819. Again, if we get below this, get super bearish. As long as we're below this, we can keep bouncing. But again, if this is a head and shoulders, guys, if you didn't hear me say this could be a head and shoulders. This could be our left shoulder right here, right? This is our head. This is a neckline, guys. You can clearly see that. Support, support. We're getting rejected here where I'm saying too short. So this could be forming our right neck right here. And this could be the pivot to bring us down. And if that is the case, that could bring us down to this point here. Well, you know, yeah, as long as the left shoulder is lower than the head and the right shoulder is lower than the head, that could be a head and shoulders. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it goes higher. If it pushes above, you know, if this pushes above this point, then that's invalidated. But in the meantime, you know, look at every possible scenario. That could be a head and shoulders. And the dollar's pushing up, guys. Pay attention. Even if the dollar comes down, it's going to find support in 93.45 before pushing higher. And what's the Dow at now? It was down 170 points. Now it's down 90. So keep an eye on U.S. markets. Keep an eye on the DXY. And again, we're at strong resistance. We'll have to see how this plays out. But I just think it's very possible that we could get rejected here. Or this could be a bull flag and we push higher. That's why I'm saying have your stop set above 47,375. And of course, this chart here, the C1 chart, you know, same thing. Have your stop above this point. We keep hitting, get rejected. 47,368. Head needs to be higher. Yeah, higher and shorter. I as far as I know, head shoulder plays out as long as the left and right shoulder is lower than the head. But you know, if you want to do more research on that, you can. And yeah, if you're interested in Lifetime, you can contact me through the contact page. It's $2.99 to get access to everything. So the Lifetime option means you get access to stocks and tutorials showing you how I create these charts. It makes you a gold member in Discord. That's a one-time pay, but you never pay again, and you can pay with crypto if you want. But if you just want to access Bitcoins, altcoins, precious metals, Discord, and Twitter, it's only $39 a month. So guys, let's see what happens. I guess later I'll read the comments and they'll say, time to short Bitcoin. What are you talking about? We're up at 65K. Or we get rejected and we come down. So again, I think this would be an ideal point to short. We'll have to see how it plays out. But you can clearly see. How many of you guys took advantage of this long opportunity on the H1 chart? Let me put these moving average. How many of you guys took advantage of this? This tweet I made right here. I talked about it on the 12th. And I made a tweet about it right here. How many of you guys took advantage of that trade right there? I said we found a bounce on the 200 exponential moving average on the 2 hour, and we were at support, and we were in a falling wedge. Perfect point to write it up. How many of you guys took advantage of that? I made a post about this in Discord and in Twitter. Just keep in mind, guys, I do think, and it doesn't matter. You can believe what you want to believe. Awesome. Amen. Buck, you did. Fantastic. Buffo on the beat. If you are subscribed to my charts, you have to contact me through the contact page of the website and say, hey, I'm signed up to your damn website. I got access to your damn charts. Where's the damn? How do I follow you on Twitter? Where's the Discord? Send me an email. I will send that information to you. I do not send that to you. You have to email me to request it. All right. And again, just click on the contact page. My email is there. So guys, I think this pretty much covers it. If you missed something, if you just came into the stream, go ahead and just rewind it back, and then I think I covered pretty much everything. But your closest support and resistance levels are here. Maybe really fast. Let me give you support and resistance levels for the two charts I updated. Remember, guys, when I kill this stream, I'm gonna be working on charts. I am going to create the Dow transportation. So I'm going to give you some, let's see, Matic's the most recent chart I created. Your current, I'm going to add some more fib channels to this. Notice you got resistance, support, resistance, we pushed up. So look, your support for Matic, if we come down, your first support level is going to be right here to catch a bounce, $1.42. Your next strongest support to put in a long is going to be around $1.32. If we push up, you will get rejected. Watch, write this down, $1.62. Well, closer to $1.63. Watch, when we push up, you will get rejected here and come back down to support. Or if we drop, you will find support here and push up. Or if we break this support here, you will catch a nice bounce right here. That is Matic. Let's see, this is the E1 chart. I would be trading the E1 chart for Ethereum. Look at this chart. This chart has been accurate as hell. Look at this. You've just been bouncing back and forth between these lines that have been here way before price ever got to it. And look what happened to this pivot ring. We hit this ring, moved right down the ring. Where do we find support? This next fib channel line below. All of your support and resistance levels are already mapped out. And now we're pushing up. So you say, okay, well, how high can Ethereum go? Right here. This is where Ethereum will get rejected. This is where you short. Right here at $3,325. If we drop, your support is $3,154. You drop below that, your next support to watch, $3,033. And if you drop below that, well, we know this has been respected. I mean, look how well this was respected. This line right here, support and resistance. So that's how you know how far it will come down, how far it will push up. You got it. So let's do BNB really quick. That's the only one that I had updated. All of these charts I'm going to be working on today. Expect tweets. One tweet after another after another. Look at this ring, guys. We just rode right up this ring. Every time you hit it, long. Every time you hit it, long, long, long. Get the resistance. What do? You're short. It comes down. It pushes up. Became resistance again. Support. Resistance. We pushed above it. Where do we pump to? And again, I put time in these charts to make sure they're accurate. If I don't think they're accurate, I'm not going to publish them. But look what happened. We came up right up to this fib channel line. Resistance. Came down. Resistance. Pushed above it. Came support. And look right here. This is a fib channel line right here, this blue one. Every single line is here for a reason because price respects it. So look what happened. You come down. You get rejected here, right? You come down to support. You push up, resistance, and now this is our support. So for BNB, these are your support and resistance levels. And keep in mind, you got a pivot ring right here on Bitcoin. We're approaching. It's going to cause a move. Just like we rode up this ring. This ring was... You can see this ring, we were right up it on BNB. You're going to get a move when you cross this pivot ring. So look, your current resistance for BNB right now is right here. If we hit $435, that'd be a point to short. Your current support right now is $423. Your next strongest resistance above, and this will be double resistance on BNB. You've got a fib channel line here, and you got this fib channel line right here. So you got very strong resistance at $446. If you break 423, well, we know this is strong support. So your next strong support below is going to be right here at $390. And I can tell you that pivot ring, if we go sideways, we will make contact with that pivot ring in about 5 days and 3 hours. Obviously, if we push up, we can make contact with it when we pump. So pay attention to BNB for that pivot ring. And again, after the stream, I'm getting to charting, guys. And I will let you guys know when I will be shorting the Dow, the S&P, everything, because I do believe when we make contact with this green ring, every time we hit it, rejection, rejection, rejection. And I expect when we hit this ring this time, we're going to get one hell of a rejection. If that happens, the dollar is going to shoot up. Markets are going to correct, and Bitcoin will correct as well. Guys, that's it for the stream. Expect updates on Twitter regularly about new charts I create and update. And again, for you guys that aren't subscribed, I suggest you go ahead and subscribe now so you can at least see my community tweets. Community posts in YouTube, what charts I've just added to the website. All the altcoin charts are going to be updated, and I will be adding a new stock chart. So guys, that is it. Until the next video, trade safe, trade smart. I'm out. Peace.